guys, V&M Pro Daryl Gleason here, and I am so excited to share with you our newest creation from V&M Lures, the Little Hammer. Cool little bait. It's a line-through tail spinner. This is the 1 ounce version. It'll also come in a 3/4 ounce version. I'm gonna take you out here today and show you a few things that we like about this, how we like to fish it, and why we think this is the best tail spinner on the market. All right, to fish this, give it a big old cast out there. We're throwing at a spot where we've already graphed a few fish. We're in about 23 foot of water. Just make sure it gets on bottom. So I like to feed it some line, let it get on bottom. And then we're just going with kind of like a yo-yo retrieve or kind of like a stroke. You don't want to rip it up like you would like a jigging spoon. And the whole deal when you lift it up like that is you feel that blade just thumping, thump, 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 thump. Most of your strikes are gonna come when you work it down like that. Majority of the time, they like to hit it on the fall. I think it just mimics a shad rising and dying, rising and dying. So it kind of looks like an injured bait fish, but it's all about feeling that blade thump. You just wanna put just enough pull on it to raise it off the bottom a couple feet, and you'll also feel that blade thumping every time. So it gives you a little more contact with what's going on, and also gives the fish a little something more to feel besides just seeing the bait. The reason we did a line through tail spinner is it helps your landing ratio tremendously. So what happens when you catch one, hook a fish, he comes up jumping on a traditional tail spinner that's not line through, you have the weight of this bait, and that's an ounce. So as the fish got it in their mouth and they jump and shake, they have a lot of leverage there. And so you lose a lot of fish on these style baits. But with the line through, when you hook one, this slides up out of the way and you're left with just a hook. So the fish doesn't have the leverage. So your landing percentage goes way, way up. The other cool thing with this bait is the way the treble hook hangs below the tail spinner. So we have it off a split ring there. You put it on a split ring because that helps, it helps the hook from fouling up on your line. This bait is way more weedless than you would think. Comes through, you know, the timber and the stumps and stuff a lot better, and I think that's because the way the hook hangs below the bait. When you lift it up, the bait hits and kind of almost, you know, almost like a crankbait deflects. It almost deflects like that. With you not jerking it real hard, you're just stroking it up. If you do get hung in timber, you just stop. You go over to it and shake it, and the weight of the bait will knock the hook loose. And it's heavy enough you can fish your deep spots really effectively and really fast. So you just kind of want to yo-yo it along. Oh, there's a bite. I'm just pulling along real slow on the bottom. That one got it. Don't think that's a very big one though. Sometimes though, even catching a little one like this will light them up, and then you can catch a bunch. We'll see. Little spotted bass. See how I hooked him perfect top of the lip? Makes it land on really easy. Let's get some more. So I just had a strike. What I do in one, you just set it right back down, he comes back and gets it. It's a little better fish, maybe. Yeah, this is a little better one. Here he comes, gonna jump. Quit it. Yeah, that's a nice one there. There we go. Yeah. And he choked it. Check that out. That's how you want him to get it. All the way down the throat. Good fish. Good, probably 3-pounder. It's a really good one, guys. Really cool there, like, so that fish, I felt him like kind of pop it and miss it, or a fish bit. Sometimes these groups wanna snap. If you just react real fast, I hit my button, let it go back down, and on the way down, another one gets it. That little hammer, it's so quick the way it's heavy. And as you stroke it up and one misses and you kill it, it just looks just like a little shad dying. Good fish, let's get some more. That one got it good. Don't think that's a very big one either. This is a fish catching bait. It will catch big ones, but it also catches small ones. And that's what's, to me, is so fun about this bait. The fact that it catches a variety of sizes, and all the fish in the lake eat shad and will eat this bait. Your bobber stopper on top slides and lets that bait slide freely when you hook a fish. This fish did not eat it very good, barely hooked in a lip. A traditional tail spinner, you may have lost that fish when he come up and jump. Always make sure after you land your fish to take your bobber stopper and slide it back down on top of the lure tight. You want it tight when you're hopping it, and when you hook a fish, it'll naturally slide up. You can actually see the fish on my forward sonar, my Lowrance active target. I see a group of fish chasing my bait. This thing being 1 ounce, it casts like a bullet into the wind. So it's always gonna shine to me like late fall, early winter when your water is in the high 50s, low 60s, with it being windy, like in the fall and the winter time often. This allows you to kind of sit off your spot and you can make a long cast to your spot. All right, had one on, missed it, I'm gonna kill it. Another one got it. That's really cool. Oh, that's a good fish too. Stay on, he's gonna try to jump. Yeah, that's a nice fish. See how that fish jumped and I survived the jump? A lot of times with other tail spinners, you wouldn't survive that jump. That line through is the deal. There we go. You see how when I threw him in, my bait was way up here sliding up, but my hook is way down in there, choked. That's how you want them getting it. That's another little butterball too. So a lot of times they don't choke it that good. Another good one. To me, what's fun about a bait this style, what I'm so excited about being a part of helping create this, is it's a bait that we as tournament fishermen can use, but it's also a bait like when I've guided on Toledo Bend. I've had 6-year-old kids in the boat with me catching fish on it, or you know, someone may bring their wife, like their first trip ever. It's a real good all-around fish catching bait, and it catches everything in the water. Even on tournaments, I've used this before in practice to help me identify the fish I'm finding on my grass. Some of the key features of the Little Hammer is the premium paint scheme. You see this color here? I believe we're actually gonna call this one the Silver Fox. Kind of matches my hair. But it's a high quality paint scheme. It also comes with a mustad hook. Again, it's all about the quality. So it's ready to go fishing right out of the package. It's that next level that we want out of a bait that we're gonna use tournament fishing, taking our kids fishing. You want the very best stuff. So check it out, go catch some fish on it and have some fun.